All right, people, I'm back. How you doing? How's everybody doing out there today?
Oh, come on. What kind of bullshit is that? I just want to see if I knows. Like, what the hell? Shit's dropping behind us. Uh-oh. In the Chris Bergeron studio, coming from you live, we got Don Lawrence. We got Magic Mike McLaughlin in the house, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great show. We're going to title this one, This Old House. We're going to talk about old houses today. But before we do, Don, tell us who our sponsor is, would you mind?
Our sponsor is Big Ass Water Slides. And if you have any problems, call customer service at 1-800-BIG-ASSES.
Tonight's show is sponsored by Big Ass Water Slides, ladies and gentlemen. We love to say it as much as we like to be on them. I'm telling you what. All right. So before we go any further, Don, what have you been up to?
Well, enjoying the summer so far. This nice weather we finally have. Went on a few vacations after my last show. Went to Colorado.
Yeah.
Did some skiing in Colorado. Stayed there for 5 or 6 days, and then we went to South Carolina. Got some friends that lived there. Went there for 10 days, and came back and got back to work.
Traveling man. That's what we got going on there. Well, cool. Very cool.
So it's been good. It's been nice and it's good.
Very cool. So in the chat, guys, tell us where you're tuning in from. Are you tuning in from the beaches of Tawas? How about South Haven? What about Monroe, ladies and gentlemen? I've been spending lots of time in Monroe lately. So where are you tuning in from? Hit us up in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there anybody from the UP? Are there any
Youpers? Where are the Youpers at?
Where's some Youpers?
They probably say, hey, I'm tuning in, eh?
Well, that's actually Canadian.
Yes, it is. But
it's still some of that stuff.
It still sounds funny. Dogbone Heights. Chris Bergeron talking about Dogbone. Gotta love the Dogbone Heights. All right. So, Don, let's go to quick. I told you about this too, but I want to tell everybody else too. Doing a program called 75 Hard, and it's freaking hard. The hard part about it is the consistency, right? Definitely. See, there you go. Steve Christ.
Steve, how you doing, buddy? Missed you too.
I'm telling you. Scott and Don. See, Don gets big block letters. I get little bitty letters. See, they miss you. So, 75 Hard is a hard thing. It's 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes. One's got to be outside. Gallon of water. Picture. What else?
Picture of what?
Picture of progress.
Picture, right? Picture of you, not the sun or your toes or anything like that.
No, that stuff. So the hard part's consistency. Part's consistency. Yeah. So that's definitely the tough part.
That's a heck of a challenge.
Yeah.
I know some of the things that you have to do on there, and it's one heck of a challenge.
So you want to know the good thing? 10 days left.
Yeah.
10 days left. My girl she's definitely be like, hallelujah, because all this stuff goes away. It's definitely 10 days left.
Wow.
Well, no, not everything goes away. No, I'm not going to be like an idiot. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. I'm not going to eat like an idiot. So.
But you enjoy life a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit.
Kick back.
Now, I want to introduce you to a friend of yours you haven't seen in some time. Our good friend, Mike McLaughlin from Total Home Lending. There he is. The legend continues.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mike.
Michael, what's happening?
I got something for Donnie here. Hold on. Echo play. Come on, Echo. You can do it. Echo resume. I don't think so. There we go. This is back. Back again. Echo stop.
Oh, Michael, I'm telling you, it's good to see Don in the pilot chair, isn't it?
Yeah, welcome back, Don. I wasn't sure that my Amazon device here was going to cooperate. Thank goodness it did.
Absolutely. You're right. Thank goodness it did.
They would have fell down if you didn't, but that was cool. Thank you. That was very nice.
So, Michael, tell us, I want to talk about this for a minute. Are you seeing, because there's what I'm seeing a little bit. I'm thinking about things. There's Kathy Cordy in the house.
Hi, Kathy.
So I'm seeing this. I feel like I'm getting more offers accepted because maybe the rate chased out a lot of the fools out of the market.
Well, actually, rates, the movement that we've seen downward in the last 3 weeks has been tremendous. We've actually recouped almost a half a point. We lost a little bit today, but rates are coming off of those peaks, are settling down a little bit. And the main reason why that's happening is because unfortunately, it's the typical reason that that they don't trust stocks. Investors aren't trusting stocks, so that means that mortgage bonds are going to get their fair share of investors' money while we're waiting for the stock market to settle down.
Yeah.
So as far as the mortgage market goes, we're doing our part to help with some increased offers being accepted and increased markets by coming back a little bit on the rates. I think that the inventory is starting to pick up a little bit. I'm seeing a lot more offers accepted. I think 3 this week and 3 or 4 last week. So I do feel like we're gonna emerge at a new norm, maybe with sales being maybe in the 2018 2019 range before we had the big booms of 2021 and 22. But I think that the market and that the industry is going to be fine because, and really the main thing that is supporting it is property values, because unlike the market meltdown of 2008 2010 area, home values are solid. There's nothing there propping them up like there was back in those days, with bad mortgages being out there, with a foreclosure market just waiting to spring on everyone. Hey, unemployment is crazy low. If you want a job, it's there.
Yeah.
So that bodes well, I think, for us moving forward. At a minimum, we should have a solid market that's not in any way set up for any type of a failure. And that's what makes me feel good about where we're at. I don't like the rates where they're at, and it's still a very competitive market to get a house, to get your offer accepted. We all know that. And maybe it's a little better now. And now that we're into the summer market, we're going to see more listings out there, and I'm just ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. So what I would tell you, I would say that people just keep throwing I'm waiting for it to crash business. It's not. It's different. They don't understand the part about appraisal. Explain appraisal management companies, will you? Can you do that for us?
Well, back in the day, prior to 2000, like in the 2008 kind of area, a lot of pressure was put on appraisers, even if we're not talking about, straight up fraud, where there were straw buyers and there were just bad people in cahoots to rip off people. That was part of it, and that's prevented from happening now too by various ways, by what we call the mortgage electronic registry system, where if you get a mortgage, it's registered. You can't just, it used to be people could take out multiple mortgages on one house and just defraud the system. Yeah. So that was one thing that was happening. Straw buyers, another thing that was happening back then, not happening now. But in general, what was broken with the market back then was that lenders had direct access to the appraisers, and they would put undue force on them. Hey, how come you can't bring this in at this price? Because this is what we need it for. It wasn't even necessarily the purchase market. It was the refinance market even sometimes that they were putting a lot of purchase market too, but there was pressure on appraisers directly from the mortgage industry. So now what you're seeing, what Scott's talking about, is appraisal management companies have moved in and become the middleman. So it's a little bit more, costs like another $100 or $200, the process does, but lenders don't talk directly to appraisers when it comes to have anything to do with the property value. But yet, at the same time, we have a means to communicate with them and to get our concerns about the values recognized. And there's rating systems that tell you how good an appraisal is. And so if they do a poor job and there is a bad appraisal, there's a way to get around that within the system. So we've learned how to not take things for granted, because I think back then, there was a feeling from lenders that property values were just going to continue to go up and up, and there was just no stopping it, and that's just the way it was. And really, that was built on a fortress of lies, built on a bedrock of lies.
I just wanted to hear from someone who is knowledgeable like yourself that it's not set up the same.
No, totally different. We have no reason to think that property values are any type of jeopardy. We have no reason to think we're going to see a drop in residential home property values. If anything, it's the bedrock of what's allowing us to stand as strongly as a finance, our country's financial situation to be as strong as it is. That's built on residential properties.
Right. You know, there's two things in there that you're talking about. One of is that appraisers are now independent. You can't influence them, so which is hugely important. And that's the way it used to be before the mortgage meltdown and all that sort of stuff, which was very helpful. And now, even now, it's very hard to get appraisers to even change it, even though there are a channel for that to happen, but it's very difficult because they're pretty confident in what they're doing when they're out there and doing it. So very, very good information about the appraisers. So the mortgage meltdown right now, that's not going to happen. We're not going to have that sort of thing because appraisals, even now, the buyer, they have to appraise. They have to have the data to back it up and appraise it, right?
Right.
And if not, the buyer is coming up with a difference in many cases to make up that difference between the sales price and the appraisal value. So they got much more skin in the game, and there's less likelihood that they're going to walk away from that. Besides the fact that they're well qualified and have great credit scores, and they're not going to do that in any way. In most cases.
You know, the process goes like this. If we disagree with an appraised value, our first step is to tell the appraiser why we disagree. And that's by showing them the comps, the comparable sales of the homes that we think best resemble our property that we're dealing with. So we tell the appraiser, hey, you shouldn't have compared it to this home and this home. You should have compared it to this home and this home. And then they have a chance to consider it. And then if they don't agree, they just tell you, I don't agree, or they'll send a note back that says, I took, what you put into consideration. I disagree. I'm staying with the way it is. And then the appraiser is fine. He can just go along his merry way. If we still disagree and we can get people to agree with us that appraisal is what we call deficient, then we can go get a new appraisal. And that prevents us from putting pressure on that appraiser because no matter what you say, whether he's being stubborn or she's being stubborn or not, the appraiser believes that is a good product that represents the market. So we don't punish the appraiser for standing by what they believe. We give them a chance to change it. And if they don't, we can say, well, let's go do another appraisal. So if we do another appraisal and it turns out the same, then I guess we're wrong. And if we do another appraisal and it comes out more to our liking, then we can say, yeah, that appraisal was deficient, but yet it's important that we don't put pressure and kowtow the appraisers to just feel like they're doing whatever we want them to.
Right, exactly.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing, guys. That's the big thing. That's the difference.
Right, and keeps the market stable and safe for all homeowners and potential buyers down the road.
Right.
Absolutely.
Michael, what was for dinner tonight?
Today it was a turkey breast with stovetop stuffing and vegetables with peas, carrots, and potatoes.
Okay. Our little home cook, another little home cooked meal. All right.
Good stuff.
All right, brother. Well, listen, you don't look a day older than you did last week, so just so you know.
You got to bring that up, don't you, Scott?
Yes, I do. We're glad to see Don Lawrence back sitting in an old chair there, and it was good to have the three of us together again. So.
Absolutely.
Michael, we'll see you later, sir.
Mike, we'll
Great time with you guys. Have a nice evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
What a good man. All right,
You have some good information about the appraisals.
people need to hear it.
Yes.
Because I keep getting, people keep going, I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm waiting for it to crash.
It happens often. It's going to crash. When's it going to crash? What do you think is going to happen with the market?
Yeah.
Not everybody thinks it's going to crash, but they're just wondering. It's like anything. How long can something go up? Eventually, it's got to come down some, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, there's going to be a correction or an adjustment, but
I don't know if it's going to crash, though.
It's not going to crash.
That's the difference. That's the difference. So, guys, here's what I got for you. So, can't wait to see you Saturday. Absolutely, Zach. Absolutely. Zach What's in the house.
Zach, how you doing?
A great fan. So, curious realtor question. What year was your home built in? What year was your home built in? Put it in the chat, please. What year do you think or do you know where your home built is built? What about you?
1946.
I want to say mine was 90, in the 90s sometimes.
Hey, Zach. Hey, just after WW2.
Really? No kidding. Oh, I didn't think it was that. I thought it was younger than that. Allen Park's that old, eh? That neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of Allen Park's from
1974, because we moved in there in 1975, so it's a year old when we bought it. Now look at you. You had a nicer, older, newer home than I did. Kathy says 1956. What year was your home built in? What year was your home built in? What year was your home
What's yours?
before me? I think 97.
97.
Yeah, I think 97. Yeah, so I think it was. What do you got? What year was your home built in? What year was your home built in? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? As you're thinking about that, guys, as always,
Steve, so before me, what does that mean? How long ago at least was it? No, you don't have to answer that.
Jesus. House we're going to look at said it was built in 70. Very cool. Gotcha. Okay. And I mean, some new homes. So, guys, the reason that we ask, the reason that Don and I ask, because our deep dive this week is we're going to call it This Old House. Now, I know that's the name of a magazine. I'm not trying to do any kind of infringe on a trademark or anything like that. But, Don, I had the chance yesterday to not only put an offer and get accepted on an older home, but to inspect or be with an inspector in a house built in Livonia in 1832.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible.
So it was cool. It was definitely cool.
1832, 19. That's almost 200 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 190 years old. I mean, it's 100. So wow. A couple of things, and we'll talk about things like the benefits, or at least the things to look at when you're looking at an older home. But so we did some research. It's older than the state of Livonia. It's older than the state of Michigan, and it's not
older than the state of Michigan.
Yeah, 1835.
Really?
So 3 years older than the state of Michigan. Yeah. So it's funny. I was thinking of numbers for Michigan, University of Michigan, 1817. So I'm like, that's the number was stuck in my head. So yeah, so it's older than the state of Michigan, right? It was older than Livonia, and it's younger than Wayne County. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, definitely interesting stuff. Now, I would tell you the first thing about an old house, and we'll get to one that you saw this week too. Things you got to think about is how many additions are put on that house, right? Because older houses, most of them smaller, right?
It depends, unless it's an old farmhouse.
Yeah, but this one I had to have 3 or 4 additions, probably 3 additions, right?
Yeah, which is not uncommon. Yeah, for
so
sure.
190 years, 3 additions. So you're talking about multiple foundations, or at least multiple exterior foundations, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to be aware of that. I mean, the inspector yesterday looked at it all, and she said, "Look," she was like, "all the foundations are in good shape. There's some things like another thing." Beams across were wood, not metal frame. So another thing interesting, like, ladies and gentlemen, guess who's back? It's like a reunion tour. Hang on.
Come on, Mal. Come on,
Steve,
over here.
You're going to want to pay attention for this one right here. Come on. Get over here. Look who's in the house. Sun tan and everything. There she is. Look at that. Mel's in the house. Give it up for Mel, guys, real quick. Give it up for Mel. Mel. Put it in the chat. Give us some love for Mel. Mel's here too. So
Mel, stand up.
Wrong. I don't know if you stand up. That was taller if you stand up. So I don't know what you're talking about. So we're talking about old things. And you walked in. Wow. That was wrong.
Mal, seriously, you're on camera right now?
I can't believe it. Because you know why? Because she's tan. That's why. She's showing off her summer glow. That's what it is. See?
That's what I
People
thought.
are amazed.
On camera. Look at this.
The ratings are going to the roof now. So we're talking about when they did the inspection of his house in Chris Bergeron's 1832.
No, I just processed it.
It's crazy.
Mel, when was your house built?
53.
Yeah, I feel like 40s, 50s is probably pretty common. Yeah,
yeah,
pretty common. So Don, tell us about the place that you saw. This one in Dearborn.
So this one's in Dearborn on Madison. It was called the old Pardee Farmhouse. It's built in 1881, and as soon as one of the things that
Madison and what? Madison
and I think it's
Outer Drive.
No, it's south of Outer Drive, but it's I think Madison and Grinley Park. I think it's Grinley Park.
Okay, Grinley Park. Okay.
So, anyways, as soon as you walk into this house, and the buyers as well said the same thing. It's well lit. There's a lot of windows. It was just really awesome. You felt like you were in a big house with a bunch of windows, and the house is about 1,800 square feet, but it felt a heck of a lot bigger than that. You went in a porch. It's got a covered porch on the side, and inside was an enclosed porch. Kitchen was modern, nice sized kitchen. The bedrooms were upstairs. There were 2 stairways, one for one really nice one up in front. I don't remember if it was center or what they call center. And then there was one in the kitchen, off the kitchen, really small one off the kitchen, which was pretty cool. I wrote down some more things.
Well, so let me ask you this question. Was it multiple additions on it and stuff?
Not really. Other than the porch, the enclosed porch, from what I could tell, I don't think so. There might have been another small one, but not really. The house, I think there's Since it was a farmhouse, I think it was just a really big house at that time.
Well, so let me throw this at you. So Van Ash, right? The Van Ash farm, it's on Monroe, Catherine Monroe there, that back end. I was sitting down talking to him one time because that house is
Does it have
8
the
yards too.
the
It's at Catherine,
Monroe?
yeah, Catherine. It's on Catherine, but the back end of it's on Monroe, like the open space behind it. So you're on Monroe. So he and I were sitting down. Don and I were sitting down one day, and he said his dad used to work for Old Man Party.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that was a person. It's so cool. That's cool stuff.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
history
mean?
that you don't know about.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So let me see what else.
What else you got?
Stairways. It's on the Dearborn Historical Commission, so it's got a plaque for that.
So think about this for a minute. I'm going to ask you a question about that because we were kicking us around the buyers of this house in Livonia. If Historical Society gets involved, I hear that they give grants and things like that, but once they get involved, they can tell you what you can and can't do to your house.
I bet, yeah.
So you got to be really careful with that. I don't want somebody telling me, well, you can't do that. That's bull.
Yeah.
I bought this damn place, not you.
Yeah.
Buy a historical home, you have to.
I know, but that's just a weird thing, right? Like it's your home. You bought it. It's yours.
Yeah, but to get that designation and that help, you're gonna have to buy.
So would you get rid of the designation? I mean, like, would that just go away?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
weird.
can.
I don't know.
So, but it was a really cool house. It's set. If you drive by it, if you've seen the house, you probably pretty much know about it if you grew up in Dearborn or been in Dearborn a lot. It's set off the corner on the front and the side. It's back in the back corner. It's really cool. Very
I'll
cool.
tell you the other
setting.
cool part. You tell me about the party house too. The basement was only maybe a quarter of the house. A weird thing. You go down to it's almost like a cellar situation where you go down some outside stairs, right? It says storage number 7.
Yeah.
Where the hell storage number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1?
I don't know. I wonder if that 7's from Harry Potter.
Well, no, it's built in 1832. Harry Potter wasn't even a thing.
I don't know.
My point
maybe,
is,
maybe they were making modernizing.
my point is,
I
like,
don't know.
were there other basic pieces or something like that we didn't know about?
Crawl spaces.
Yeah. Well, so behind this other door,
Underground tunnels.
we pulled this other door.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
we pulled this other door, and it had full concrete, like almost like a tunnel.
Mhm.
I mean, like and clean new concrete too.
Is there like a carriage house on the property?
No, but it's
Serving quarters.
that's what I mean. Like it was just weird. Like you're gonna go, wow, that's different, you know. So definitely different stuff.
Yeah.
Things you got to watch out for with old houses, though. Same things. Foundation still,
Hugely.
right? Because it's stone foundation. Then you're talking about it's not block,
Right.
it's not
Usually-
poured.
But usually it's really thick walls. It could
Yeah,
be 2,
yeah.
3 feet thick. So it's going to be there for a long. Think about this. That house has been there since 1823. This house has been there since 1881. How much more is it going to move?
Yeah.
You know, and you're one thing you were right about it before you had mentioned that it was a wooden beam which sags.
You know, Albert Mezzo's he's got to come up with something good. You know, that's right. He says it's part of the Underground Railroad. So selling a store gimmick and making bank. There you go. Chris Bergeron says it might have been the only door they could buy. Number 7 was the only they could get. They couldn't get their hands on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Lena, I figured you would. We did a little expose, but not a very big one. We'll keep revealing as time goes on. We'll leave that to the homeowners. They think it's haunted a little bit too. There might be some haunting going on too. So we'll see. So that's definitely, guys, when you buy an old house, the same rules apply. Roof, right? Foundation. You know what I mean? Electrical's probably not gonna be grounded unless they upgraded it or something.
Yeah. So this house had some tube and knob with the old wiring.
Yeah. Was it so it was what kind of fuses?
No circuit breakers, but still. Yeah, there might have been a couple boxes. But anyways, there was still some tube and knob down in the basement. You could see it exposed. So
I'll tell you the coolest feature with this thing, because it was probably the first few houses in Livonia, I think they owned all the space around. They have an acre going back into a park in Livonia. Like a park in Livonia, like butts right to it.
Mhm.
So I think they sold land in Livonia for a park. Like you have a park in your backyard, plus they got a cool creek. I mean, it's cool.
yeah.
An acre in Livonia. Are you kidding me? Come on now. So pretty cool stuff there. All right.
And those houses have character and they're just unusual and you don't see it every day. So
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't see it definitely.
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So contestants for tonight, what realtors see? It was a T, like one of those. They'll click. Hey, I'm sorry, Lena. We'll do better. I promise. We'll definitely do a better expose there. So what realtors see? Some strange stuff down this week. Some stuff that kind of. It's some strange things about realtors see. Make you shake your head. So let's get to it. Let's see if we can make this happen here. So the first one I saw in Monroe. Okay, I saw Monroe. Actually, what coincidence? It is. I saw it in Monroe. Your job, guys, for what Realtors See is to caption it. Winning caption between the three of us will decide, and you get a scratch-off ladder ticket probably worth millions. I think we had 1 millionaire last week. So what do you got? So you got 1 minute. Contestant number 1, what Realtors See? That right there. I saw that. I can tell you what I thought about, but I'm not going to say it yet. So in the chat, tell us what Realtors See. What would you caption that as right there?
You know, can I say what it looks like to me?
Not yet.
Okay.
You're hazarding the whole thing there, buddy. What Realtors See? I saw it. It stopped me in my tracks. So I put it that way to you because I thought it was something that it wasn't. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Caption that picture right there. And they will get better. The other two are even more ridiculous. I show the one, Mel's probably going to cry if she's the one. Probably. Pretty intense. We'll still see. It's one of those ones you go, ooh, like that. So in the chat, guys, in the chat, for a chance at $1 million scratch-off lottery ticket. What Realtors See? You walk in the basement, tree stump in the middle of the floor. Chris Bergeron, we're going to call you Captain Obvious today because that's definitely what it looks like. But caption, here's the caption. Bigfoot. I like that. That's fun, Kathy. What else? Where the tree grows. It's tree cut at floor level. It's very nice, Facebook user. Very nice. You got 30 more seconds. What Realtors See? You see that right there. What Realtors See?
How people know that that's what that is?
I don't know. So it looks like the House Mountain.
House Mountain.
House Mountain. As long as it isn't Brokeback Mountain, Albert. As long as it's not Brokeback Mountain, buddy. I hear the word mountain and that's all I can think of. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. You got 10 more seconds. What Realtors See? What do you think? What do you think? Caption that image. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The judges will confer on this one. We're going to mute ourselves for a second. All right, the judges have conferred, and the winner is. Oh, it just came up. I'm like, what? I turned the sound off. So the winner is Bigfoot. Bigfoot. Now, Don, tell us what you saw.
It looks like to me it's the state of Michigan, the Mitten part of the state of Michigan. If you look at the
Upside down. Yeah.
Upside down, right? Upside down, exactly.
Mel, what about you? What'd you have on that one? Go ahead.
Portal to Hell.
She looked as the portal to hell. I don't know what kind of movies you're watching at night, kiddo. Yeah. So I thought it was. So every person, myself, the buyer's family, we all stopped. We thought it was a tree stump in the basement. That's what we thought it was. So the great city of Monroe, that's what we got for that one.
All right.
Contestant number two.
Maybe there was a tree growing through the house. They decided to cut it down and just.
How about this one?
Level it off down there.
How about that one in your living room? Right in the living room, right in the dining area. Nice dining room feature. What Realtors See, ladies and gentlemen? What caption that one? What Realtors See? Caption that one for us.
And a popcorn ceiling.
Yeah.
Caption that one for us. What Realtors See? Yeah, popcorn ceiling, sure. What do you got? We saw that in. Let me think about this for a minute. We saw it in Livonia or Westland, one of the two. World's smallest tanning. Stripper pole. There you go. Hey,
here we go.
Now it's a party. Pole dances for us fat bottom girls.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I love this. I love these cats. Everyone's coming up the same. That's why we love you guys. That's why we can get away with big ass water slides. Jesus Christ. All of them came up with the same stuff.
I think I'm going to go with that one.
You think so? I don't know.
Whatever puts money in my pocket.
Yeah, well, man, that's right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Come on. What Realtors See? Bigfoot stripper. Katie Summers in the house. We're going to Bigfoot stripper pole. Good to see you, kiddo. Oh, yeah. Stove Viper base reason about. Okay, that's exactly what it is, really. So you got 10 seconds. And Lena, don't play with us this time. We don't want you to hear us when we're conferring. The judges are very serious.
Why
So
would
the
they
Johnny
go
Depp,
through
Amber
the
Heard.
house?
Weird, isn't it?
Why didn't they just go through the basement?
I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. 5, 4, 3, 2. Big ass.
There you go.
1. And the judges will now confer in-home training available. Oh, Jesus. All right, the judges have decided. They've come to a verdict. They've come to a verdict here, and we're going to go with world's smallest tanning axe. World's small, because I mean there was just too many stripper pole ones to choose from. I wanted to choose that, but I couldn't because there was just too many of them.
There's a lot of you people with the same thing on your mind.
That's
What's going
right.
on there?
Strip bars are just jamming these days, boy, with this crowd.
They must be all at the same bar.
All right, so the last one, it's going to seem very cute, but I'm going to explain it's not going to be very cute. Okay? It's going to be very, I'm just going to put it that way to you. It's going to be very cute, but then I'm going to explain it to you, then it's not going to be very cute. Okay, that is not a real dog. So I saw that on the floor in a house in Livonia. Capture that one for us. Number 3, contestant number 3. What realtors see? I stopped. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like it was just sitting in the middle of the floor.
I could say something really bad, but I'm not going to.
Oh, poor Fluffy. Ay. What realtor see? Saw that one in Livonia, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, Livonia's got some stuff
It
going
does
on
crazy,
out there, right?
crazy time there, buddy. It's crazy time. Scared dog and keep the cats away. Oh, jeez. Always kind of Albert for a good fun one.
Looks like a cuddly dog.
It does. It doesn't look like any dog because it's not real, Don. That's sleeping dog's lot. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
That's good.
Are there kids there?
I didn't know.
In there?
I don't think so. It seemed like
Just like a
empty nesters maybe. I think it seemed like to me. Things are a little lonely around here. Practice pet. That's a good
Practice pet. There you go.
For those folks, we don't know if they can handle a pet yet. We should start that business. Big ass water sizes branching out. Practice pets.
Practice pets.
Practice pets. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, you know all the people that got dogs during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now they don't know what to do. Now they're going
Yeah,
back
30
to work.
seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What realtors see? What realtors see? 30 seconds. I don't know.
Man, I can't get over Mel just standing here the entire
I
time.
know. It's amazing.
Mel, get over here in the
The
middle.
power. She's tan now. That's why. She's showing off the glow. That's what it is. Right below the Detroit Red
It's not
Wings.
too bad, is it?
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I'm also 25 pounds lighter.
See?
Oh,
girl.
okay.
Are you really?
Mhm.
Good for you. Fantastic.
You didn't tell me that.
God dang. We're all trying to live that Don Lawrence life. All right, guys. Confer with the judges. And there it is. The puppy chow one was a little gross, Rich. We'll give you a little gross on that one. But practice pets.
Practice
pets.
pet.
Absolutely.
Get
You
you
do look
used to it.
terrific. See? Chris Bergeron says you look terrific.
It's kind of like
Thanks,
those.
Mom.
It's kind of like those.
Give us a twirl. Do a twirl for us. Give us a twirl or something. She's like, there's no room for twirling. We're just glad to see you. That's all. We're glad to see you. All right, guys. So that concludes what realtors
Well,
see.
who's a practice? Who came up with practice?
Who is
pet?
practice pets? In the
Practice pet. Tell us who you are.
person that put practice pets in there. Who is that? Who is the person that put this one in there?
I don't know. Is it Thunder?
What's it outside me?
I don't know. Put your name in it's Kathy Wilkowitz. There you go. Good deal, Kath. Good deal. And yes, we did see the tree stump with you, I recall. I'm pretty sure. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. It's been a great reunion show with Don and Mel here. It's fantastic. Everybody's looking slimmer. We're all getting into that summer shape. It's good stuff. And just in case you forgot, tonight's show is sponsored by big ass water slides. Guys, check us out on Talkin Real Estate, the Facebook group. We're going to go to the after show right now. So that's where we're going to head. So follow us there. If you're not part of that group, make sure they become one. Okay. I'm Scott.
I'm done.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking real estate.